Well, good afternoon, everybody out there, and welcome to Tea Time with Miss Liz. Today we have an amazing show for all of you out there. We have Lise.
Hello, Vivarais.
And we are going to be doing a paint party online for all of you today. So Lise is going to show you how to create an amazing painting today and throw in your creative sides, and Lise will show you all of that. So I'm going to shrink and I'm going to bring Lise full screen.
Hi, everyone. I'm glad you can all make it. I'm going to hopefully do my best I can. This is the first time I'm doing this. Am I a little nervous? No. So bear with me and be patient, and we'll get through this. And I would like to do some more. So what I decided to do is a tree. Because of what's going on, we need to stay grounded, and this tree represents that. And also Mother Nature will take care of itself if we all do our part. So this is the beginning of the tree. So we're going to get that going. So if you've got the acrylic paint and the paint brushes, what I want you to do first is to paint your background white. And for those that have cardboard, if you have paint, paint it white. If you don't, just put it aside, and then we'll use pencil or marker, whatever you have, or crayons. It's creative. And then if you have paper, this is just a different view on if you want more colorful than the black and white, or for the kids or children minded people. It's, of all ages. Always art is great. And then the paper plate I do have somewhere. So with this, you can also paint it and then try to blow dry it so that we can all get together within 10 minutes. So I'm going to start with the paper. So make sure you have either your marker, crayon, pencil, whatever. I'm just going to get started. So this tree is just the beginning of what we're doing. So we're going to end up branching out later, but I just didn't want everybody to get too discouraged with all these trees and little branches. So this is what we're going to start with. So I'm going to leave that right here and see if you can see this, because again, I'm not.
You're
I'm good?
Yep.
Hear that, everybody? I'm good.
Turn it just a little bit, Lise.
For me?
Nope, the other way.
Okay, you know what? They can see this as well.
Yep, they're good.
So look at that one. We're going to follow this one first. So if you have a paper, so if anybody's just coming in now, paint your canvases, cardboard if you have paint white. Those that have paper or cardboard and they don't have paint, I'm going to start now. And then I'm going to go from doing it on paper, and then we're all going to go with whatever medium we have. So let me see if you can see me there, Liz.
Yep, I can see you.
Okay, so you're going to start at 3/4 here. We're just going to make a line. So this is going to be the bottom of our tree. So I just want to do just a simple little curve. From this, we're just going to add a longer branch. And I'm going to show you some of my other art with trees. I just absolutely love trees, and they go with every different art. So you're kind of doing fancy V, if you will. Now you're just going to take your marker, just bring your branch a little thicker here. You're going to color into your tree trunk. And again, those that are just joining us now, we're going to do step by step on each medium that we're doing, whether it's paper plate or a canvas. So it's better to go thin and then thicker later. So I'm just going to do this part here going up. Once I'm done this, I'm just going to show you a few of my other trees that I've done. So I'm just going to go a little thicker here. Now I'm just going to go up to this. Okay, so this is the pattern you're going to start with first. Once you get to this part, you're going to color it in. So it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do 4 different things, but we can do this. We're not going too far, are we? So here's a painting I've done with the tree. And my daughter's the one that asked me to do this. So I have a 4x3, and I'll show that to you in the next few minutes. So the ones, if you have a paper plate, you're going to do the same thing. So you're just going to start. So break this up into 3. So here's going to be your base. You're going to do this in the night without even thinking on how to do a tree, seeing it's done so many times. So you're just going to put in your trunk. You're just going to go, and you can go out over just to give it just that little dimension of coming out of the paper plate. So you're going to do this. You're just going to thicken it up a little bit. Again, better to go thin, and we can thicken it up as we go. And we all know branches get smaller, and it turns into twigs. So you're just going to go up. And every tree is different. They're all going to turn out so much different than what I'm doing, and that's the fun part about art. And a lot of you guys that have come to my art classes, we all start with the same stencil, and we all go home with different masterpieces. So that's what you're going to do right now on your paper plate or cardboard. And don't forget, children or anybody else that has crayon colors and wants to do it differently, you're going to follow the same shape. So keep your eye on here and just follow that as I'm going with other paintings. So I just want to show you another thing here, that art comes in different ways. So when you're looking at this, what do you see? Different trees. So it's just an abstract. Our brains want to see it as a tree, so it's art in itself. So let's not worry about perfection. Let's just have fun. So here's the other one I was telling you about. Can you see Ms. Lise? So
Look at that. That is beautiful, right?
Thank you. So that's what I've done for my daughter. She's going to put that on her wall. This one here will be probably our next painting we're going to do. Just breathe goes with what we're doing. Staying grounded, just breathing, relaxing, staying focused. So I've already prepped my painting. So that's already painted white. I don't know who's trying to call me. Okay, so I'm going to get my black paint out. I'm going to start with a medium brush. It's not going to get any bigger than this, so a medium brush. The flat ones are good, and I'm going to show you how to do the sides after if you've got all kinds of edges. Right now, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to start about 3/4 down. So you're just going to put a line there, and you're going to try to stay as center as you can. So we're just going to do the trunk. So I'm not used to just sitting down and not running to help somebody. So it's a little different for me as well. Can you see everything I'm doing?
Yep, you're doing this.
All right. So I'm not going to worry too much about these lines that are showing through right now. All I want to do is get this basic tree trunk going. So when you're going and doing a tree trunk, you're just going to use the flat like this. So up and down. So you're going this way with the paintbrush. When you're doing a branch, try to go this way. So as you're going, especially with the painting, you're going to go lighter. So you're going to press, and then you're going to just softly go. I don't know who's trying to come in. Someone wants me. And then go softer. Again, we're going to end up thickening these up a little later. It's just to get your guidelines going. So I don't know if I'm going too fast. If people
Nope, nope, you're doing good.
let me know.
There are people that are joining in, though, Lise. So maybe just a recap of what we're doing. So
Okay. So what I'm doing, for those, just keep going till you get to this part here. So anybody that has a canvas, paint it white. If you have a blow dryer, it's going to help it dry a lot quicker, and then you can join in. I'll go back and forth. There'll be repetition for those that are coming in and out, but that's what art is, repetition, right? And patience. So on your paper, you start about a quarter at the bottom to get the base of your tree trunk. And then you're going to go out. As I said earlier, go thinner, and then you can add the thickness. If you go too thick, you can't take away. So you're just going to go up to these lines, follow these patterns, and it's going to be the same thing pretty much as when I'm painting with the canvas as it is with the marker. So I'm going to turn it around. And you know what? I should find out who's doing what. Like, are they doing paper?
nobody's really talking. People are just watching. So
hey, I need some
out
input.
there and you're watching and you're painting, let us know what you're painting on. Are you painting on paper? Are you painting on a canvas? What are you all painting on? I'm still in the studio. I'm just in behind Lise. I want Lise full screen so she can show everybody what's going on. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, leave them in the watch party. We're here for you guys today. So there's no rushing. We're here for as long as it takes. We're going to get this done.
Okay. And for my next class,
using paper.
I'm going to be doing like advanced classes, your beginners, and then children, so that we can focus just on the one. But right now, I want everybody to do this, and it's my first time, so it's just going to break the ice. So if you're just coming in, we'll do paper. I'm just going to have to assume what we're doing.
And we have somebody who says, hi, Lise, and she said canvas. Shirley McClure.
Hello, how are you?
And then we have cardboard with paint, Caroline Barras Short.
Okay.
And in the watch party, we have a few people in there as well. Let us know what you're painting on. We want to know. Share your paintings when you're done. We want to see all of this magical today.
Okay, so I painted a cardboard box, and so I'm going to do the same thing. So as you're guiding, you're just going to go a little bit shorter on this one because the height is not, it's more of a square, so it's not a triangle. So you're just going to shorten where your branches are going to go. So we're just doing the basics right now. So you're just, as I was telling everybody else, that you're just going to thicken your lines as we go. So you're just going to, you can do this after, you can do your lines now. And then This one can go all the way up, and then you're going to do your kind of wide. So with the marker or the pencil, well, the pencil's going to be a little bit more work. I've done it, and it's like, whew, harder on the hand. Not saying that, I'm out of shape. So now here, so the ones that are just started, just follow this guideline. And most times your paintings are going to go like, what are we painting? Trust me, we're going to add to it, and it's going to look good. Or it's going to look really different. Good. Different can be good. So I'm going to go back to my canvas. And again, when you're painting thick, you can go this way. But when you're going up to a branch area, you want it this way. Put some pressure and then release as you're going up. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get, well, I can do it on here. You're going to get a thick branch. We're trying not to do that. Did I just get vocal fry? Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to go up to, and make sure you have enough paint. And don't go too hard, but just as you're going up, slightly go softer. And yes, I have a lot of white still coming through. I don't care about that at this point. As I'm saying, I need to get just these guidelines on. Then you can come down, thicken it up a little bit. And then this one here is just going to go. Okay, so you're going to get here. You're going to get here. What you need to do is remember with the tree that you don't, it's just not a branch that just sticks like that. You're going to end up putting like kind of like a V in there so that it's going into the branch, not just sticking out like that. You need to bring in so it looks like it's growing from the tree. So I just put that in to show you. I'll use it after. So here needs to be thickened. This is where we're going to start thickening up. Whether you're using a pencil or whatever medium, this is where we're going to now start thickening it up. So this here can start to, you see how I'm just making that look like it's coming out of the tree? It's starting to take shape. I want this to be a little bit thicker. Let me know when you're caught up or need a few minutes, please. And I'll leave this as the demo. And if you're caught up and you're doing the paint, blow dry this part now, please. And then we'll start with the roots. So for those that are on canvas, continue doing this. Blow dry it when you're done with this tree. We're going to go to the marker or the pencil, whatever you have. We are now going to start with the roots. So you've got this all colored in. Now you're going to give this just a little bit of a lump and then just softly go. Again, we're going to thicken it up once we put our lines down. So it looks silly right now, but I just want those lines in. So you're going to say like, oh, look at those things. So that's like, saying up here with the tree. So if you just have lines like that, it's like not blended. It's not putting together. So right now, put those lines in. When you do that, once you're done, you're going to make it become part of the tree. See how that's just starting to take shape? But it's just going to make the, don't thicken that part up as much. Just actually leave it and then just bring that one up. Same with this one. It's almost like an upside down triangle. Okay. Starting to take shape, right? So with any medium, if that's where you're at right now, that's going to thicken up your lines and giving it structure to looking like it's growing out of the tree and it's part of the tree. So I was really nervous about doing this earlier. So I'm just going to let you all catch up where you're at. Because I was really worried about everybody going out to get paint supplies when people don't need to go out unless it's really important and the necessities. So if you do want to continue doing this as I will be doing it, then I'll list some things in advance so that if you want to order it online, then you can do it. Don't overbuy, just use what you have. And I'm going to show you while we're getting everybody caught up. So for the fine lines, not everybody's going to have this kind of paintbrush for the little twigs. So I have a toothpick and I pulled one of these out and I hot glued it. So there's a little bit of creativity there. Or if you have a box, this is after. We're going to have a break. You can do this after. Or I just cut from a box of cereal and I made this. So you just dab it in and you can have fine lines too. If you don't have a fine brush or you have a marker, if you have a thin marker, that'll work as well as that. Will work for the very fine little. At a point, you may not be able to put the twigs in, but it's still going to look good. That's going to be up to you. But we're not there yet. Okay. Is everybody good to go?
Everybody's pretty quiet, so I'm guessing they're painting away there, Lise.
Wake up, everybody. I need some info.
So we want to hear from you guys. What are you guys doing? Are you painting with markers? Are you painting with paint, crayons? What are you using? How's it working out for you? And don't forget, we want to see your work afterwards. So we want you to share it in the watch party and share it in the studio. Once we're done the whole painting, I will put the link in if anybody wants to come into the studio and share their picture and painting with all of us, they can. And if you want to do a watch party, go ahead, do a watch party. The more the better, because we want everyone involved in this. We want everyone to be grounded and doing positive today. So Lise is just painting a simple tree that you can use with markers, pens, paint, everything. I'm in the background, guys, so don't think that Lise is doing some kind of special talking here. But yeah, just share away, guys.
No, they know I don't speak that well.
Just do a watch party, share the link, invite friends. After this tea time, it will be loaded up to YouTube on my Miss Liz's tea parties. So you will be able to redo it again if you want to, with grandchildren, with your children, friends, family. And if you want to get a hold of Lise, I'll have all that information in there as well. So yeah, so share away, guys. Oh, someone's using chalk crayons.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. I love different ideas.
And
so, what I'm going to do is when you're painting and you have a lot of paint in your paintbrush, like by using any, clean your brush every so often, even though you're using the same color, because it's an overload and it just doesn't work well. If you're looking for that thinner part, your paint inside is going to thicken it and you're not going to get the results as you'd like. So I just finished cleaning my brush with my, ooh, what's this, recycling? Yes. I use my towels over and over and over again. So I'm going to start now working at the tree trunk as well for the acrylic paint on canvas. So you're going to do the same thing, is you're going to start a little bit thicker, and you're just going to ease off as you're going. So kind of do an upside down triangle, and I'm going light. Can I see that all right? I'm also feeling like that they can't.
Yep, you're good.
Tell my husband that. Okay.
Sylvie, can you hear us now?
I can. Are you talking to me?
No, there's a lady in the studio saying she can't hear us.
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to thicken this up. Use your judgment too, and what you think. So this one looks like it really needs to be thickened up, right? So we're just going to, and again, lighten off on your paintbrush. So now we have our base that we can start branching out on. At the end of the session, you can then darken up some of your spots, and I'm going to show you that now. Do it at the end. So if you have a line, your flat brush, you use it as a ruler kind of thing. So you're going to press, and then you're going to go up to it, and you're going to see how it's just going to straighten it right out. So I'm going to give you more of a visual. So just say this is like light like this. You want to darken it up, and you want those straight edges, even though trees don't, but we want a crisp tree. So you can just see how that's just going to fill it in, and you've got a straighter line because it's going to guide you. Okay, I'm going to clean my brush. You try not to have them sit in water too long. They'll last longer. Clean them as you're using them. And then we're going to go to, I'm going to use the marker because the pencil won't show as much. I tried it earlier and it shows here, but it won't show as well on the video. So now, this is our tree. We're going to now add to it. And if you like it just the way it is now, it's art, and you're going to look at it and you're going to know it's a tree. So I want to finish up on here and thicken it up where I need to go. And this is going to be, like I said, on all the same materials that we're using, like whether it's paper or cardboard or your canvas. I want to thicken this up. So now I'm going to put, maybe a tree trunk or a branch right here. And I'm telling you, see how that's just coming out? So now we have to blend that in. So you're going to kind of do like a V. And then it's just going to go to a point. You can thicken it. As long as it's not much thicker than this tree branch, because it gets smaller and smaller. So whatever medium you're using, I'm going to continue on with this one here so you can see it and I can hold it up. So now I'm going to be on this one. I think we should all be caught up. I'm going to put a tree branch going this way. Once again, we're going to blend it into that tree. Maybe you want it a little thicker. Try not to go to the top too thick. That's where our little branches are going to go. Some trees, you're going to see it's going to overlap, because not all tree branches grow right to the top straight up. I want some depth in this, some thickness. And then we're just going to go softly. So actually, with the ones that are doing the smaller branches, this is exactly where I was saying, go this way with your paintbrush, put some on, and if you have to, take a little bit of water, take your paintbrush, put a little bit of water, take some paint, mix it in, because if you have too much water, what's going to happen is it's going to break the particles and the pigment, and it won't stick onto your canvas. So that's good, and it's going to slide even better. So now, with the canvas, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put a branch here. You're going to know if you have too much water. Just keep adding a little bit of paint. As long as it's just going to glide. And then just go soft. I had a little bit too much water. You might have to go over it again after, or just leave it where it's graying out. And then, do we need to really? Yeah, we'll try to follow the same thing. So here I'm going to bring this tree branch and over. See how that just glides nicely? Again, just a little bit of water and add the paint just where you know it's not thick like your other one. And so now I'm just going to go up to, well, it doesn't really matter at this point. I want just one coming here. Remember, after this is all put on, then you can touch up some of the things that you need to be touched up on. So this here, when I was showing you if you went too thick or whatever, so I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to go. Trees will overlap. Some are behind, some are in front. Okay, so let's put one here. If some people have not done a paint party or attended any, sometimes you're wondering, like, where is she taking me? Like I was saying earlier, just be patient, and it will all come together. Okay, so I think I want a tree going this way, branch. Is everybody following okay? I'm not used to not having any feedback.
Is everyone doing okay? If you are, give a thumbs up. Shirley says she's enjoying it very much.
Thank you. We're just going to put a few more branches in. And if you want to stay a little bit longer after, we can put a lot more detail. Or more branches. And so I want just a smaller branch coming off here. So it's starting to get a little thick. Okay. And if you didn't see me put this branch in and you see me put this one in, just kind of look at your picture and say, okay, you know what? I'd like to have a branch. Nothing's going to go wrong. So if you want to put a branch just like this, it's not going to be wrong. you look outside, every tree is different. Even if I wanted to draw one and have it look real, I'm going to miss some spots. I'm going to miss different. So it's never going to be 100%, but nobody's going to know which tree I looked at, which I did this on my own. Okay. So these things I'm going to fix after. These lines here, and you can go sideways, just go slow. And the paint should just go and fix those white lines. Okay. Now for the thinner spots, if you're using a marker and your marker is just the one size, then I'm just going to find my pencil. Just give me a minute. 2 seconds.
Lise, somebody's asking, are you Bob Ross's wife?
Mistress. Oh, no, I'm not.
No, she's not.
But we all can be creative. There's no mistakes. Just happy mistakes.
So we have 2 little kids that are painting on poster paper.
Oh, good. Good. That's going to be nice. So if you have your marker and you can't get it thinner than that because we're going to need to make some little branches. So, and it's still going to work. You're going to do your line and then you're going to do the same thing as making sure that it goes into your tree. And from far, you're going to see it and it's going to look, this is nice. This is a multi medium. So that means it's not just the one particular thing you're using 2 different types. And there's a lot of artists that uses it. So you're just going to start putting in little tree branches up to the twigs. And then we can even add more little twigs in there. So I'm going to do a few on here and then I'm going to go right back to my canvas. And they don't have to be perfectly straight lines. Can you see this?
Oh, somebody's saying, Lise, you're frozen. Check your watch party, Lise.
Am I back on?
Is Lise unfrozen now, Shirley?
Yeah, man. Where did you put my phone? I need it.
She is fine. It's on their end. Oh, okay.
Hello. Am I back on?
She said you're fine. It's on their end that they're frozen.
Oh, okay.
So just check your watch party, Lise. Do you have your phone nearby?
Oh, people are asking me because I'm started, but I'm on your watch party. Should I have done this on Facebook too?
Well, then that's what you're gonna do. A watch party is Facebook, please.
Okay, so I'll tell them. I'll just post this.
The one that you clicked on before, is
Yeah.
it still running?
Okay, I am on
Miss
watch
Liz,
party.
yep. Miss Liz's tea party.
Watch party Ms. Okay, that's not going to do it. Ms. Liz, is that MSS? Ms. I want to make sure I got this.
And the link that I sent you earlier, Lise, is that still running on your phone or?
I think so. I'm on Ms. Liz Tea Party.
Yep.
Okay. So, sorry everybody, I just want to make sure this is, like I said, first time. Where are you? There. Oh, I'm right at the beginning here.
It's gonna come to where we are.
All right. Oh, I look so cute. Okay, so we're gonna get back, and if people know me from classes, I usually misplace things, so I don't think today's going to change. Where did my Here I am. So I don't know if you can see this, but with the pencil, you're going to do this. So I'm going to do it in marker again, so you can see. I'm okay. Nothing fell apart over there. Oy, oy, oy. Right, so you're going to put little twigs or smaller tree branches, and then you're just going to start putting the little twigs. You see that? Put one here, and we're going to go all over the trees with that. I'm going to stick with the canvas now, but this is exactly what I'm going to be wanting you guys to do. And see where that was really thin? You need to make it look like it's growing, so it doesn't look like this. Okay.
So, Lise, somebody said that they forgot to paint the background. Does that make a difference?
On their canvas?
I'm not sure what they're using.
No, it's just, it helps it keep it cleaner, but this is for fun, and just continue. So for the tree, I'm going to put some smaller branches in. So I'm going to use my marker. You can use, just so I can show you that if you don't have the thin paintbrush. So I'm just going to put some here. Can you see? And you can tell it's a little bit of a different medium, but once it's on your wall, I have a very thin marker here, so I'm going to probably change it up in a second. This is basically for the little twigs, right? The more of these we have, the fuller the tree is going to look. And all right, so when you're using one of these, again, you're going to want some water. So you're just going to dip your thin liner brush in water, mix it up with some paint. So I put some in here. I brought a little bit of paint there. Twirl it so you kind of have that point.
You look good, Lise.
All right. So go slow with this. And every time you need, don't try to drag out if you don't have any paint. And of course, I'm going to make a mess, and that's okay. So you're going to go and go slow. A little bit more water into there. This should slide. So we're going to, I know you're going to get tired of me saying this, but it's important that you do get the the tree to look like it's coming from a branch, not just sticking out. So put a few in different spots. That's going to be your job. I made a mistake here. My hand got a little messy, but I'm going to fix that up. What? No mistake.
It's fixed.
It's fixed. Usually if you're right-handed, you start from the left and work this way so you don't have these smudges. But I like to be, not following rules. I act like a right-handed person. I do everything else with my right hand except for paint. Okay? So wherever you feel you need to put a branch, you can put a thin one here. I have my guideline. Thicken it out now. There's no rushing. Earlier, I was saying that I'm going to start doing a little bit more of advanced classes and on its own. Then I'm going to do some beginner classes. You can join in whatever classes you want. And then I'm going to do some children's classes. So anybody that has children right now, save your roll of toilet paper, because that's going to be our next one. If you're out and about, get some, what is it called? Paper. It's like cardboard paper.
Oh, construction paper.
Yep, that's it. You win. All right. Yeah, only if you're out, and if not, order online. We'll be doing this for some time. So all I'm doing now is just adding in. You can follow, or please feel free and feel comfortable enough to say, I want a tree here. I mean, a branch there. You want one coming down here. Can you see still? Yeah. Okay, so I just want some here now. So, and don't be shy, have them cross over. If you're to look outside, I'm sure we have trees. You can look at that. Gives you a little bit of an idea. Clean your brush from time to time so it doesn't pick up where you see I'm getting a little bit overloaded. So I'm going to clean my brush. Whatever paint or water I have left on my brush, I'm just going to pick up some of the regular paint and maybe a couple of times and swirl it in. So my paint is a little bit thinner. It will glide better. I don't want to put one here. So here it's thin and it's thicker. So now I have to kind of thicken it to make it look like it makes sense. Okay. So we're going to put a couple more branches in, and then we'll start with down here, and then we'll fill up after that. This way, if you don't have a blow dryer, it'll have a chance to dry. So yeah, depends on how full you want your tree too. Some trees are fuller than others. Yeah, I do sound like Bob Ross's wife, don't I? Some are fuller, some are thinner. Which is not a bad thing. Okay, that's looking quite nice. Not all at once there.
It looks good. We actually got a bunch of people watching, Lise, so that's amazing. If anybody would like to share what they're painting on or what they're using, go ahead, share it. Leave it in the comments in the studio. Leave it in the watch party. I'm checking. I'm letting Lise know what's coming in. You can use anything, right, Lise?
Yes, absolutely. So I don't know if some of you have just joined us, but if you look around in my art room, tree, tree. Tree. This is my daughter's writing some crazy words.
Oh, I lost your sound there, Lise.
Can you get me?
I got you back.
Okay. Maybe because I move around too much.
You're doing the hokey pokey.
Imagine that. So here's another tree. This is what I've been doing since I've been home and not left my house. And here's another version of it. So trees are absolutely stunning and beautiful. Keeps us grounded, and that's why I chose to do the tree. And if you're to look outside of my home, live in the country, you won't see a house. So this has inspired me. I look outside, what do I see? Oh, that's right. A tree. Okay, so we're going to get started. And again, with whatever medium you're working with, whatever material, it's going to all be the same at this point. So I'm going to keep doing the canvas simply because it shows up more. I'm good?
Yep, we're good.
Okay. So again, I'm going to clean my brush. I'm starting something. And I'm going to use my thinner brush. If you don't have one, that's okay. You're going to use, hopefully you have the one that has the angle or your smaller brush that you have. Make sure when we're doing the lines that, there I am, that you do it this way. This way it's going to be thick. This way it's going to be thinner. If I do a vocal fry, let me know. Okay. So I'm just going to now softly, there's no rhythm, no rhyme for this. I don't know where the roots are underneath any of the trees. Again, make sure there's some water in your paint because it's nicer when it just glides. Some of them are just going to overlap. Kind of thick, that's okay. I'm going to thicken this one. And bring that one out. So the same thing again, repetition, repetition, I know. You're going to be sleeping with this one, okay? Make sure your stick here looks like it's actually part of the tree, not something that's just, even that little line, see how that's just, where does that belong? I'll see where it belongs, right here. So you're going to do that throughout. This one's a little thinner, so I'm just going to, and we can do this. Right? Okay, so I think that's pretty cool. We're going to end up taking a break for about maybe 6 minutes, and then people can get caught up or take a break. But what I do want to show you before we get to the thin lines, if you have a marker, it's not a thin one, but it'll work. It'll work. Okay, I'm going to do my magic trick. Don't leave your caps open.
And she will be back. She's just gone to get a few things.
I left my cap open on my marker, so it kind of dried out a little bit. It will revive. It will survive. Oh, yes, it will. So I'm just using my marker. This way you have a little bit more control of what you're doing. So you're just going to do some vines. And they go everywhere, just like a spider web. Remember to just give that a little thickness right here. You don't have to go down any thicker, so long as it says, ooh, look at me, I'm coming out from this root. So I made a little overlap there, so that's okay. You know what? I'm just going to bring it there. So if I make a mistake saying I came out here a little bit too much, I just bring that baby. Nobody's going to know unless you tell them.
And we ain't telling anybody.
And nope. So just be free with this. I don't need you to follow every line. And then maybe this one's going to come out. And then I'm just going to do my little follow through to make it look like it's coming from there. So while we're going to be taking a break, this is starting to look really sharp. I'll let this all catch up, take a break. And just before I go, I had shown earlier, if you do not have a thin mark, so it shall revive. So if you don't have a thin marker or a thin script, here we go again, paintbrush, then this is what I did. And you can have 2 seconds to do this, or you can use a pencil, sharpen it. It's going to look a lot lighter, but it's still going to work. Why? So what I did is I took a paintbrush and some tweezers, and I pulled one of these little suckers out. Then I took a toothpick and I crazy glued it. Can you see? So that's just the 1 to 2 hair from my paintbrush. And I'm just going to show you before break and be back in 6.32 seconds. So this is going to be the watered down part. So when we put our little twigs on, let's try that again. All right. So you're just going to have very fine little lines. So be creative.
Oh, somebody put butterflies on her limbs.
What's that?
Somebody put butterflies.
Oh, nice. Yes, this is your painting. Be creative because I want to see all this. And see how this is working? Just those 2 little strings of paintbrush. I've crazy glued on or the heat gun there. And it just works just wonderful. So you put some water on that little baby, take some water, mix it, and it's going to work just wonderful. Up for there. Let's try that again before break. So go softly. There we go. And that's what we're going to be wanting. So you're going to have to dip in quite often, maybe every little section, but that's okay. So with that, go make your little thing if you have to. If not, use pencils. We're going to be back. So what do we do now, Ms. Liz?
We're going to take a tea time
pause. And we are like almost done, probably another 20 minutes and we'll be done. But let's take a break, walk away. When we come back, it's like, oh, I did that.
So everybody out there, we're going to take a tea time break. We're not leaving the studio, so please don't leave. Continue your painting, whatever you're doing, your canvas, paper, cardboard. Get creative because we want to see all of these paintings afterwards. These is just going to take a few minute break and then we're going to come back and like she said, another 20 minutes and then we're going to have a masterpiece. So again, once this is done, it will be uploaded onto my Facebook page, Miss Liz's Tea Parties, Making a Difference. And I'm just going to give you guys an idea of who Miss Liz is in case some people don't know. Here I am. I'm in the background. So I will also be sharing it on my YouTube channel. So if you want to finish this painting or you want to redo it again with friends, family, grandkids, go ahead. It's going to be all the time. And Lise will be a regular guest on Miss Liz's Tea Time. We're going to do a lot of paint parties for different ages, different categories, advanced classes, beginners classes. It's going to be something to keep us all positive and grounded at this time. So it is tea time. So if you're out there, grab a cup of tea, grab your coffee, grab a drink, enjoy yourselves. This is what we want to do. We want to keep everybody grounded. And this is why we're doing a treat today, because we want to keep everybody grounded out there. So again, do a watch party if you'd like, invite friends. Check out Miss Liz's Tea Parties and Tea Times. There's people from all over on there. So there might be a tea time that you enjoy watching with your grandkids or whatever. I have people from all over. So check it out. Finish your paintings. And when Lise comes back, she's going to show you on all the little special details you can put in. And that'll last about maybe another 20 minutes. And then whoever wants to come into the studio after, I'm going to post the link in the studio conversation, and I'm going to put the link also in the watch party. So if you'd like to come in and show us your masterpiece, we'd love to see it. And after the show, post them on Lisa's page, Paint with Al or Miss Liz's Tea Time. And I'm going to put them all together and create a masterpiece that everybody today had a part of. So right now we're all joined in one as one, and it's a hard time for everybody. So I just wanted to bring some light spirit to everyone out there. So you can post it on Lisa's wall and check out Lise Vivarais, Lise Paint with L, or Miss Liz's Tea Parties. And we'd love to see your work. So Lise will be back and we will get this all done and we'll see all the amazing work that you all created. So I'm excited to see what the little kids have done. I'm excited to see what the adults have done. I'm really excited to see all of your amazing work that you're all putting. And thank you all for joining me today and Lise for this tea time. We really appreciate it. So again, like I said, everything is uploaded on YouTube on Miss Liz's Tea Time and Tea Parties. So check that channel out, subscribe, share with a friend. If you have a suggestion of a paint party that you'd like to do, put it in the comments and Lise will get that done as well. If you'd like to private home party through stream, we'll figure that out and we'll get that done for you as well. Anything that'll help anybody at this time is what we're here for. So and if any of you guys have any feedback at all on what's happening today, please share it. We want, if you're enjoying yourselves, if this is helping you during this time, we want to hear all of those comments. So share away. Hi, Carol. Yeah, so Lisa's just stepped out for a minute. Oh, Lisa's back. So we'll get her back on screen and get this painting finished.
So some of you have seen this, some of you haven't. What I was doing was, another tree. And so I started painting, and then this is what I saw. So this is art in itself. Some people see I think it's Picasso, his faces he does. And
I see a dog.
I know, I see it now. But here's the mouth and the two eyes looking like who's at my house, especially with isolation. Or now you can see this ridge, which would be the snout. So you've got a dog. Somebody saw a bear, still haven't seen it. So this is staying just as is. I will be putting it in my art room. Okay, so we got a few more minutes. And at the end, you can write stay grounded or just leave it as is. So I'm going to use a marker. So what we're going to do now is just fill in. Can you see me? Yeah. You're just going to fill in some branches. So I'm still a little bit wet. That's okay. You're going to have branches coming all the way here.
Oh, we have some comments here, Lise.
Yes.
I posted it on Facebook, Lise. And then hi, Lise from Carol Johnson.
Hi.
And Lise, you posted on Facebook. So I'm guessing they're talking about you posting where you were.
Yes. And that was wrong.
But we will.
Technology, I really, really am sorry.
Like I said when you were gone, Lise, everybody.
I look cool now. Like, yo, look at me, I'm so cool. Should have seen me panicking before this, not knowing what I was doing, and apparently I still don't.
Yeah, and like I told everybody when you were gone on break, it will be uploaded on YouTube so they can try it again with their grandkids, their friends, and to reach.
We'll get this sorted out.
We will. It's our first one.
Anybody that's missing it. Okay, sorry. So we're just going to continue. And then you're going to put as many branches as you want where you want. If you're happy with it as it is now, please leave it. Even these little twigs need a little base. Some of them could be going this way. Some of them may need to be thickened as usual. Okay. Yeah, so you take a look at it and say, does that need to be thickened? What about this one here? So this branch here is just a little bit too thin to support this. So I'm just going to thicken this up. So there's a little difference there. Don't forget, you can cross over. And then you're just going to continue all this. I'm anxious to see all your paintings, your drawings, all different mediums. Yeah, I had to think of what I was going to say as I'm trying to concentrate two things at once. So doing a tree takes some time. Nothing needs to be rushed. No art needs to be rushed. Some people think if they do it in a shorter period of time that maybe they're a better artist. No, you just go with the flow. Some things will come a little bit easier, but you still want to just sit and enjoy. Life is always on a clock. We're always running for the clock. At least this we can just zen into what we need to, the time we want to spend on it. Okay. So I would like some comments, whether it's positive, not overly negative there. Be nice, please. I'm not going to talk. No. On, and I think, excuse me, my next one, I'm going to do one medium at a time. And this way we can just all work together. So I'm not waiting for it. And I'm not complaining because what else were we going to do today, right? Continue just going out. Okay, I'm going to just finish up a little bit here and I'm going to call it a day. As Liz was saying, if you missed out on a step, just go back on, what is it, Liz? Can you?
It's going to be uploaded. So it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Lisa's page. It will be on Lisa's Paint with L and Miss Liz's Tea Party. So if anybody misses it or anybody would like to do it again, it will be there and you can watch again and all the steps will be there.
Yeah. So I have a Cricut machine, so I can, like I said, I think I'm going to say stay grounded, or if you don't have a machine and you have nice handwriting, or you know what, it doesn't really matter if you like. I'm just going to write. Stay grounded. That's what we need to remember right now. And this will all pass. Let's do what we want to do. Relax. Take advantage of house cleaning, painting, hanging out with the kids. Get in touch with people over the phone, hear voices rather than texting. We're very blessed that we have technology today that we're able to do this. We're not confined alone. And if anybody is alone, Facebook me, FaceTime me, we'll chit chat, we'll paint, we'll draw. Everybody really wants to work together. So with that, I just want to say thank you, Ms. Liz, because I'm Lise, for helping me set up. I didn't do it exactly the way I thought I was supposed to do it, but I did have a good time. And I'm going to be putting up some more of my art and when. And for the kids, if you have toilet paper, I know that sounds so bad, especially with today, but if you have toilet paper, if you have toilet paper rolls, don't throw them out. If you have Coke bottles, no, plastic ones, don't throw any plastic out. We're going to show that we can recycle, we can reuse, and art comes in different ways. And stay tuned, and we'll be in touch. Thanks a lot, everyone. And I want to see your paintings.
Yeah, don't leave the studio. Like, I'm bringing us back now. So there we go. We're both of us, right? So if anybody would like to come into the studio, I'm going to put the link in.
Am I still on? I guess so. I see the night timer going. Oh, I'm so green at this. What am I doing, Ms. Liz?
I kind of did something bad there. So yeah, if anybody wants to come in the studio, I'm gonna invite you now, and you can come in the studio and show us your masterpieces that you've created today. If there's any kids out there that would like to come into the studio, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get all this up there. I'm not running away on you just yet. So the link is there in the studio. If anybody would like to come in, all you have to do is click on it and I'll let you in. And I'm going to put it in the watch party as well.
And that's how we're going to be doing it from now on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to try different ways, Lise.
Okay. Can I video us talking so I can put this on and saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm talking with Ms. Liz. I thought I was going to be, oh, I got to start this.
So once again, if anybody would like to come into the studio, just click the link that I've just posted in the watch party, and I posted it in the studio as well because I have two things going on here. So you all can come in, show me your piece, show Lise the masterpiece, because Lise is the master behind all of this. I am not. I am still working on mine as well. So, but I'm slowly adding leaves to mine. So
There you go.
So some leaves and some flowers will be added, but I've done like many. I've done on material, on
Doing all this at the same time. Okay.
yeah, on
Oh,
blind,
wow.
on paper plates. I've done. So you guys can all see that it can be done on anything. And like Lee said, markers, pens, paint. Don't go out. We don't want you out if you don't need to be out.
No.
So use
Order online if you have to on what you're going to use.
So
and oh, sorry. So
no, go ahead, Lise.
I had said I was going to do this on Facebook because I have no idea any of this video stuff. And I apologize, but go to this link and follow. It's recorded, right?
Yes, it is.
And so Liz is going to put it up, and I will be posting my next ones, and I will get it right. This is my first one, and of course, I didn't do so well.
Technology. We're gonna forget it.
Exactly. Okay. Well, thank you for everything, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
So if anybody would like to share your paintings or whatever, you guys can come into the studio and share them. I still will keep the studio open so you can share away. If anybody would like to post them on Lise's wall, Paint with L Facebook page, right, Lise?
That's right. Or Lise Vivarais. Vivarais. A deer will come up. Me.
And somebody put, it's not finished until you sign it, right, Lise?
That's right. Sign it. Who is that? They're going to get a good discount on the next paint party when I have them.
And that's Lori Nadeau.
Very good, Lori.
So, and then somebody put, best fun I've had in a while. Thank you so much. That was Caroline Bouzard Short. And Tammy Carter put, thank you, Lise. And Shirley put, thank you so much, Lise. So, Lise, this is what needs to be done. See, I put the bug in your ear and look at you.
You did. Didn't have any anxiety with it up till now.
So, yes, Lise will be having many more of these. So, if you want to get anything, use what you have in the house. You know, if you don't have paint, use markers, use crayons.
Share with me your creativity, what I can use, what I can help to share with people. This is the time, and let's keep this going.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So I'm going to wait and see a couple more minutes, Lise. If nobody enters the studio, we're going to get it posted, and I'm going to get it up on YouTube, and you can share it right away so people can, anybody who missed it, or anybody who's just getting up, or anybody who just got back outside or something, right? They can do it, and they can reach out to you if they have any questions.
Perfect.
Okay.
This wasn't so bad.
There we go. See? And this is what we do on TeaTime. We bring different, and we bring.
It's just the unknown. It's just the unknown. Like when up late that one night and I was in, you said paint party, and I thought, yeah, we're going to do that. And then I had anxiety thinking, oh my God, people are going to go out and get this stuff and blah, 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 blah. That's how my brain goes. And I thought, you know what? I'm not responsible. I'm just going to guide people and say, don't go out and get it. Order online. They're still doing that as of now.
Yep.
And to be safe. And we did it. And yes, I didn't do it right, but that's okay.
There's always a next time, Lise.
Absolutely. And I'm not going to stress on that at all. This was my first learning experience. And with everybody else out there, if you don't try it, you don't know. And of course, you're not going to have everything perfected in anything. So just by doing it is a perfection.
And that's the message from Lise. Just do it. right? And that's the message I'm
Not
getting.
even trying, and I'm sending out good messages.
And that's the message I'm getting from all of my guests that are on Tea Time is just do it. If you don't do it, you don't know, right? And life is short, so just do it.
Exactly.
And stop being so hard on yourself.
Yep. That's what.
So with that, I'm going to say thank you all for joining me, Miss Liz, for tea. And Lise, thank you so much for this opportunity to have on my platform. And we will get you out there more to be seen. So YouTube, check it out, Miss Liz's Tea Parties and Tea Time. Subscribe, check out all the other tea times that are on there. There's some incredible tea guests that are still coming. So I'm working on getting different guests from all over. So if you know anybody who would like to be on Tea Time with Miss Liz, anywhere in the world, reach out and you can be on Tea Time. And we're going to make a difference one cup of tea at a time.